What's up, guys? I know it's been a very, very long time since I regularly post on my YouTube channel for the regular times, but I do have something that I want to talk about is surviving in America. So when I actually calculated my income and the cost that I've spent, and thankfully my most of my regular schedule is pretty much back. So when I calculated how much income I've made this month, I was a little shocked because last month I've made almost $2,000 in my job, and now this month is like literally an almost $800 decrease. So it was $1,220 by the time that this next paycheck comes in, which I was absurdly shocked. And you know, the good news is that I've actually made a lot of progress in decreasing my spending within the past few months now, which is kind of incredible. Yes, I did get a haircut at home. Good news is that I'm going to be able to afford a barber, I would say, in the next few weeks if I actually continue to decrease my spending, which means I'm probably going to be able to afford a yearly subscription to Masterclass. For those of you that don't know what Masterclass is, it's literally a learning app where you actually learn from the best experts, especially all of the leaders and everything else. If you want to check out Masterclass, I recommend you do it. Unfortunately, it's only a yearly subscription. If there is a monthly one, let me know. Anyways, back to the topic over there. So, I am currently 24 years old right now, and I've been in the car wash industry for well over 7 years now. Since 2019, I've been wanting to actually do a lot of things, like for example, personal training. I also thought about, getting a hotel job. Thought about a lot of things. But let me tell you, surviving in the United States when it's almost 250 years old is an impossible task. And I know everybody's been talking about, well, surviving in America isn't what you think it is. Well, it's true. Surviving in America isn't exactly what anybody ever thought it would be, even for those that are in college right now, like I once was. And you know, time and time again, I start to realize we might be losing the future that we all want to have. And no, this is a very true statement, by the way. And I thought about this for a very, very long time. And let me be very clear. I think it's really time for change to happen. And I know this is in the thumbnail as well, but it really is time for change to actually happen in real time. Apologies for recording a little late because I've had a lot of stuff happen lately. But the good news is that the regular schedule of recording videos regularly, Monday through Friday, is coming back. So there is good news on that one. So I've been watching a lot about masking as an autistic person, which, by the way, I do have autism, because I don't really talk about it very much, because if I talk about it, there's gonna be a lot of hate comments over there. They'll be like, hey, do this or do that, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, seriously, that is overstimulated over there. That is just too much overstimulating. That's just too much pressure right there. It's too much. And I've been watching the videos of content creators that are also autistic as well. They go through the same thing as well, but in different stages. It's kind of shocking. And you know, I've been masking for a long time, and yes, it does crack, by the way. Some of the animated shorts, like the other one that has this young woman that is actually very good at creating art, and her mask just broke down because everyone is silently judging her. And I'm like, you know what? I went through the same thing as well. And let's just be very fair. It sucks. But again, back to the current topic of surviving in America at the age of 24, I am quickly approaching the first quarter of a century, which means I'll be turning 25 this year by December. And I wonder over and over again, how the fuck am I going to survive? That's everybody's question, and that is also my question as well. How in the world are we all going to survive? And listen, I've been a content creator for over a decade now, since 2015, going all the way back to 2015 when the times were a lot more simpler. And now at like almost 25 years old, which is less than 6 months from now, I gotta find a way to build multiple forms of passive income, lots of it. Everybody's been debating about it for a long time. Hey, look, since my cost of living isn't quite as bad as I thought it will be, yeah, I may have an impulse of spending a lot of money, but thankfully, I found a way to cut it. Probably by like between, I would say realistically between $500 to like $300 short. Actually, that's not the right word. The right word is less. Like spending way less by like 500 to 300. You know what I'm talking about? I've cut a lot of spending by like $300 to $500 monthly. Monthly by like canceling. Times are changing, and if you act right now, you could save 10% of your entire order plus free shipping with Golden Summer 8. We have an interesting collection of bottles, journals, and etc. to not only enlighten your life, but everything else around you. If you act right now, click on the link in the description down below, and you will save your freedom and liberty. Take the golden pill. The revolution is now. We're counting on all of us to be innovators in life. Or temporarily canceling subscriptions, which thankfully was the right call. It was the right decision, and it saved my life. And unfortunately, I had to do a financial reset, not only my investment account of crypto and stocks, but also my savings, which, to be fair, kind of sucked, but it actually saved my life financially. And you know, the good news is that I have like an extra $200+ in cash, physical cash, and I deposited it to the bank literally a couple days ago, which would have been at least 4 days ago. And that actually saved my life financially, because now I have a lot more and I'm not broke. So that is the good thing about having emergency plans, is that you have to have emergency cash reserves or quarters, whatever actually works, but I recommend having a significant amount. And you know, back in the day when the commerce industry was really good, everyone would be getting cash tips and everyone would pay in cash, debit card, credit card, whatever. Now those days are gone in the place that I work for. And unfortunately, I don't get as much cash tips as I once did. Now, here and there was great, but sadly, those days are gone. We only do digital tips and nobody pays in cash. Some people get angry about it and some are just like, okay, whatever. That's literally what my situation is right now. Because unfortunately, I don't have as much physical cash as I once did. Yeah, it's nice to actually have it here and there, but we just don't do that anymore. And it's just blows my mind. Comment down below if your job that you are in actually allows cash payments or tips. If not, drop a story of why that is not happening anymore, because I don't think it's a West Texas issue. It's a nationwide issue, actually. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, cash actually does get stolen. It does happen, and I can understand why digital tips actually work in some cases, but a lot of people just get pretty upset by that. No, I'm not kidding. That's a very real thing. And as someone that is an investor and now entrepreneur, this also pisses me off as well. So another reason why surviving in America is very hard is that number one, our government doesn't give a damn about us, and number two is that our politicians are just self-interest pricks. And number three is that we have broken policy and broken society all across the board. So that's why surviving in America is very hard. Yes, I feel it in my wallet as well. I actually feel it with my social interactions as well. Well, in person most likely. And unfortunately, when I first joined the car wash industry, there was like approximately 25 to like 33 people working at one time. Well, at least employed. Now, the employment rate that I currently work for in the same place has lost 96 to 97% of employees to now 5. That means we're fucked. And I don't know if this is happening everywhere else, and I don't know why this is happening. If anyone has actually experienced the exact same thing, regardless if it's like 5 to maybe 25 years, comment down below, because this is not normal. That's not normal. And that's literally where I'm at right now. And no, I'm not a manager here, but I could tell you as a veteran in the car wash industry, that is not good. Regardless of what industry it is, regardless, whether it's construction, whether it's trades, anywhere else, if it's a 97% or 96% drop, you know the economy is going in the wrong direction. And the country as a whole, regardless if it's Republican and Democrat, that's why surviving is hard. And as someone that actually wants a family one day, those are not good odds for anybody. Yes, it's nice to actually get extra money. Yes, it's very, very nice to actually have financial freedom and actually get their life together. But this is not good. This tells me that it's going in the gutter. And the last thing that I want to say in this video before we come back to the regular program is that we have to really stop tearing each other apart, because I understand that yes, there are absolute jerks everywhere, but if we don't unite, the nation will fall. And that's a very, very serious concern. So the best thing we can do is to actually treat each other with respect, regardless of what opinion and belief you have. And that is it for today's video on surviving in America as a 24-year-old man who will be turning 25. If you enjoy videos like this, do me a favor, like and share and comment down below, and subscribe to the Alex Banister channel. Check out all of my social media accounts and community down below. Check out Nomadic Path with a 10% Golden Summer 8 auto-apply promotion. This won't last forever, because by next week, on June 29th, there will be a new promotion very soon. And with that in mind, I'll see you in the next video reaction and YouTube shorts. Take care, innovators. If you enjoy videos like this, and you're actually interested in videos like this one that just happened recently, do me a favor, like and share and comment down below and subscribe to this channel right here and right now. With that in mind, I'll see you in the next video, innovator.